Hi, I'm Priyanka Sarya and my team of Anuradha Jain and Hariharan Murli Krishnan will be presenting a report on application of data mining techniques to direct marketing. Today, the success of business hugely depends on its marketing. We will be focusing on direct marketing in this project report. Direct marketing is promoting business through SMS, emails, websites, and online advertisements. In this project, we are trying to build two models and compare to find the best of the two to help us predict if a customer will visit the store after a marketing campaign. We will analyze two-boosted decision tree and two-class neural network. To contribute to the success of the campaign, we will be analyzing the historic direct marketing campaign data to uncover the hidden patterns in data and build the models. Our data for this project is taken from Azure ML Data Repository. The tools that we will be using for our analysis would be R and Azure ML. We will also be using Tableau for visualizations. Here is a quick peek to the dataset that we will be using. It has at this moment about 13 attributes in it, in which visit, conversion, and spend are target variables. For our project, we will be only using visit as a target variable. We also have history segment and history, which are kind of a derivative of each other. So we would be using one of these columns only. Next, we would be converting men's and women's column into another single column called as marital status. Anuradha from here will explain the details of the dataset.
Next, we performed the pre-processing of the dataset. There were 64,000 records and 9 attributes. The 9 variables were recency, the most recent shopping of the customer in 12 months, history, the amount spent by the customer in the last visit, marital status, as in single male, single female, or married, zip code, the customer belongs to urban or suburban or rural zip code, newbie is the customer old or new, channel, the channel through which the customer was approached, web, phone, or multi-channel, segment, the categorical variable that takes values as men's email, no email, or women's email, direct marketing category, that is the cluster of customers is in one of the 7 categories, and finally visit, our response variable, which predicts if the customer visits the store after direct marketing campaign or not. Before starting analytics, we performed visualization in Tableau to gain insights from the dataset. On plotting visit versus channel, we found that channel had the maximum impact on the customer. When zip code was plotted with respect to visit, it was found that suburban population had the higher number of visits. When segment was plotted with respect to visit, it showed that men's email was most effective. On plotting direct marketing category with respect to visit, it depicted that category 5 had the more number of visits, whereas category 11 the least. When the graph of channel versus visit plot was further subdivided into segment, it was found that men email segment through web channel was most impactful. On plotting recency with respect to visit, it was found that the most recent customers, that is the one who visited the store within 1 month, showed up at the store the most. One of the important results of the exploratory data analysis was that the ratio of the customers who visited to the customers who did not visit is very low and highly skewed. If you perform data modeling using this data set, it is likely that the model will be accurate, but it would be highly biased to the majority class in the target variable, if it is 0. To avoid this unbalanced classification problem, random undersampling of the majority class was done. Samples were prepared by a random sampling of 90% of ones and equal number of zeros to visit variable. So the training data set was 16,908 rows and 9 columns. The remaining data was used for test data, which had over 47,000 records and 9 columns.
Hello, my name is Hariharan, and I'll be going over the deep models we built, the comparison of the models, and the results we got. As you can see from the Azure ML screenshot, we had built two models. One was decision tree, boosted decision tree, and two-class neural network. So let's look at the boosted decision tree. So this is basically an ensemble technique using boosting ensemble technique. So for this, the hyperparameters we tuned were maximum number of leaves per tree and minimum number of training instances to form a leaf. So these two we set the value to 10 after hit and trial, after doing hit and trial for many values to optimize our model. And we also set the total number of trees constructed to 100 so that we'll have 100 weak classifiers built in the model. And let's look at the performance of the model at the last. We also built a neural network with 5 hidden layers, and again here also we experimented on the values to get the best optimum results. So we also ensured that there was no overfitting or underfitting of the data because of the sampling techniques, and by tuning the hyperparameters for both the algorithms. We verified the same by comparing the model parameters, model evaluation parameters like accuracy, misclassification rate, and the confusion matrix for both the train and test data for both the algorithms. They were almost same, so this suggests us there was no the fit was a very good fit. So let's compare the models now. So based on the accuracy and misclassification rate, the neural network is doing pretty well, but both the models have a very good accuracy. So the deciding criteria for us was false negative values, because it costs a business a lot when the model predicts a prospective customer as not a customer. So with in this aspect, we choose the because of this reason we choose our two class boosted decision tree as the best model. And we also built a support vector machine model on this data set to understand the variable importance of the predictors we had. So based on the weights the algorithm allocated, so this suggests that the historical purchase pattern and the segment have significant effect on the success of the marketing campaign. And uh, this model can be even made even more better by incorporating the cost of campaign per person and average profit gain per person for a maximum profit, because this will help us to tune the false negative and false positive values. And that concludes our project. Thank you for listening and hope you have a wonderful day.